This presentation serves to introduce you to Source IT's Bank Reconciliation System, or BRS product. The BRS product translates the electronic statements from the associated financial institutions into a format that the BRS process may use accordingly for the following functionality. Automatic reconciliation flagging. BRS attempts to match the transactions from the translated electronic statement against the SYSPRO Cash Book transactions. When a correct match is determined, the relevant SYSPRO Cash Book transaction is simply flagged as reconciled. Unreconciled bank statement transactions are stored by the BRS module for future matching attempts. All transactions, whether reconciled or not, are represented on a series of reports which may be reprinted based on their batch numbers as generated during the automatic reconciliation process. Manual reconciliation flagging. Where duplicate entries prevent automatic reconciliation, you are able to manually select the statement transactions and a cash book and then action the reconciliation of the SYSPRO Cash Book entry. Select multiple bank statement transactions to be reconciled against a single SYSPRO Cash Book entry, or select multiple cash book entries to be reconciled against a single bank statement transaction. Manual cash book transaction creation. Select any of the bank statement transactions and opt to have BRS generate an associated cash book entry which will generate the cash book entry in SYSPRO. Select a deposit entry from the electronic statement list and click on the AR Payments button, and you'll be prompted to select the customer and, if necessary, the associated customer invoice, which will allocate a payment against the selected customer in SYSPRO. This process will also automatically generate the associated cash book entry and flag it as reconciled. Automatic cash book transaction creation. Cash book transactions are automatically generated in SYSPRO using a masking function, which allows the user to specify matching rules, which will see the automatic generation of entries in the SYSPRO Cash Book. This masking functionality may also be actioned to automatically delete statement entries if deemed necessary. Full Audit Trail. All activities carried out using this BRS process is written to an audit, and the details may be printed as required. The main BRS program itself comprises of the following windows, which are used to facilitate its functionality. The main toolbar contains the following: a save button, which will allow you to simply save the settings and information before exiting the program; a SYSPRO bank entry, including the familiar first, previous, next, and last buttons; and a bank browse button. The import button relates to translating and importing an associated electronic bank statement into the BRS system. The reconcile button will initiate the associated automatic reconciliation process as defined by the parameters in the supporting configuration settings. The maintain masks button will call up the associated program, allowing for the BRS mask to be defined or maintained. The BRS details window contains a display of the selected SYSPRO bank code and its description. The Actions and Settings group has the following options: function selection, allowing for either process or validate options; reconcile from selection, allowing for all new files or previously unreconciled state; show matching cash book transactions tick box switch; reconcile deposit setting, allowing for value only or value, date and reference, or value and date; process masks after reconcile tick box switch; display of current posting year and period; posting period button, which calls a program to allow for a different posting period to be selected. The import bank statement group has the following options: bank format, allowing for browse and selection of the correct BRS bank format required to translate the electronic bank statement; file path entry, representing the folder containing the electronic bank statement along with the ability to browse and select the path. File name entry, allowing for the name of the specific electronic bank statement file to be entered or browsed on to select. Wildcard entry, for automatic file selecting when importing multiple electronic statements at once. Entry of general ledger code and notation for Cash Book to be used as the default ledger code 1 and notation 1 when importing electronic statement transactions. The transaction report group has the following options. Tick box allowing for the 4 different reports to be automatically generated during processing. Email address, when silent mode entry allows for email addresses to be sent the associated selected reports accordingly. The BRS information group displays the following information: last batch number generated by BRS, total withdrawal transactions, total deposit transactions, and total reconciled transactions. The unreconciled bank statement transactions window contains a toolbar with the following functions, which are only active once the function parameter has been changed to process function. A select all button, a deselect all button, a delete button which will action a deletion of any selected statement transactions, a mask button which will execute the defined mask rules against the statement transactions, a Cash Book button will initiate the automatic generation of Cash Book transactions based on the selected statement transactions. An AR Payments button will initiate the process of applying a payment against a customer based on the selected deposit statement transaction. A maintainable list view window containing all of the imported bank statement transactions as well as any of the additional required entry fields required to facilitate the advanced BRS functionality. A footer toolbar showing the total number of statement transactions in the list view. The unreconciled Cash Book transactions window contains a toolbar with the following functions: a reconcile button which will initiate the manual reconciliation of the selected statement transactions against the selected Cash Book transactions, a show all button which will force the display of all the unreconciled Cash Book transactions subsequent to the BRS solution being requested to only show matching Cash Book transactions when an associated statement transaction has been selected. A list view window containing all of the associated unreconciled Cash Book transactions, a footer toolbar showing the total number of Cash Book transactions in the list view. The Cash Book information window contains information relating to the selected entry in the unreconciled Cash Book transactions list view and simply shows additional information to assist with making decisions when manually reconciling transactions. This concludes this BRS introduction video.